Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, City of Electrons. So in this video, we are going to work some examples from the concept we learned in the previous video. And of course, we've seen that in this video, we are going to apply the formulas we've learned so far to solve problems. Okay, so now, of course, the examples are examples from the class we've had. So if we borrow, according to somebody, if you borrow, so if you borrow borrow 1,000 naira for 6 years at 10% interest rate, already this tells us this is the what 10% interest rate. We must pay back at the end of 6 years. Now, the question in our the book we are making use of, they just end the equation like this, but it sounds like they are looking for this guy, okay? Because this is the sum of money, which is P, okay? I believe we can. I didn't write out the parameters, but this is P, the sum of money. Then this is I, which is the rate of interest, 10%. Then the years is given 6 years, that's N. Then the F, which is the future amount of money we must pay in 6 years. The future amount of money is not given, so we are looking for that. Okay, now since we are looking for F and we have P, we have N, we have what I, we can make use of what this formula. So this is just so simple. Oh, I wrote them out here. This is just so simple. P is what 10,000 naira. I is 10%. 10% is what 10 over 100, which is what 0.1. N is what 6 years. So just put them into the formula. Where you have P, you put 1,000. 1 of course. I is 0.1. So of course you sum up what you have inside the brackets. You have 1.1. Then you do this. 1.1 raised to the power 6 will give you this, and then multiply by 1,000 will give you this. Okay. Of course, the one after decimal points, that's the kobo. Who needs kobo? But you get the point. So this is your final answer. Now if you observe, I left my 1 2 3 4 5 6 decimal place, so that at least when I multiply by the 1,000, I will still have the kobo. If you approximate too early, you will not get the value of the kobo. You may have it, that kind of, but just don't approximate too early, and maybe like keep your answer at least maybe like, I don't know, maybe 6 decimal place, or consider the number of zeros you are going to multiply consider the number of zeros here that will multiply this. Okay, 1 2 3 zeros. Okay, so you just consider that to do your approximation to be safe. Okay, because here this is money, guys. This is money. It's money. So the next example now says, if 500 naira were deposited, okay, in a bank savings account, that means what? This is the P. Just always try to identify what is what as L. Okay, what is what? So if this were deposited, that means this is what? P. In a bank savings account, how much would be in the bank account in 3 years? This is what? N, number of years. So they're asking you of how much would be in the bank, which means how much would be, that's future, okay, which is F, future amount. Hence, if the bank paid 6% interest, that is the interest rate, which is I. 6% interest compounded annually. So we are looking for F. Again, just plug in the values. 500, where you have P, 500. 1, of course, that's 1. Where you have I, you put the 6%. 6% is what? Is 6 over 100, which is what? 0.06. And number of years is what? 3. So you put it there. And of course, you do the same thing. This plus this, give you this. Cube, give you this. Multiply by this, and gives you this. That's that. Now, the last example in this video, I think that's the last, yes. Last example in this video is this. Now, if you wish to have this, you wish to have it, you do not have it. You have it by faith. Okay. If you wish to have this, 800 naira abi. All right. Meaning you don't have it. This is the future amount of money. So you have F. future amount of money. Future amount of money, that is the meaning of F here. So in a savings account at the end of 4 years, this is N is what? 4, and 5% interest, that's the interest rate, 5% was paid annually. How much should you put in? They're asking you how much should you put in now to get this one in the future. Hey, into the savings account now. Okay, meaning you're looking for P. Remember, we already derived the formula in the last video, so please do it to watch the last video. Okay, so this guy, but in essence, if you think of it, you are just making from this formula, you're just making P subject of the formula from this one. That's it. So where you have one is one, of course. One is one. Where you have I, you put what? 5%, which is what? 5 over 100, which is 0.05. Where you have N, you put what? 4 years. 4 years. Where you have F, you put the future amount 800. Okay, and of course this plus this give you what? 1.05 raised to the power 4. That will give you what? This expression. 1 divided by this will give you this. Then you multiply by 800 to give you what? This amount. Okay, so that's it. Have any question, leave it in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.